Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This is Tony Pollard. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. They're going to bury him in the backfield. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw here's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Cowboys 7.
Right here. Check, 42's the mic. Check, 42's the mic. It's a party now. It's a party now.
Now Jones. And right side, Henry's got it. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Nick Foles for the Patriots field goal. A 23-yard attempted.
And Foles' kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as it...
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Patriots are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing Jones. He's got Smith here. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
Yeah, they held them to just 7 points. And if you rewatch the game tape, and I did multiple times, It was amazing to me that the other guys even got 7. They were absolutely dominant.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way in, touchdown, New England. Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football.
And that should serve as a big warning to this defense. They know now that they have to stick close to these receivers because they have the ability to break games wide open after the catch. And that one wound up in the end zone.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the catch on the next-gen stats. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Play action now, Prescott. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll make this a second down. So Dak with a completion there, really showing no ill effects from that injury a season ago. Yeah, what do you think your keys are defensively trying to stop Mr. Prescott?
Well, I think any defensive coordinator will tell you, stop his running game first, because he is at his best off of play action when all of your linebackers come up to the line of scrimmage after the fake to the running back, and that allows him room and space to make a decision downfield. So take away the run, and that allows you to drop into coverage and blanket the field.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw taken in by Cooper here. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second in just about a few inches here. Prescott off play action. That is caught by Lamb. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 19.
By anyone's measure, CeeDee Lamb had an excellent rookie campaign with 74 catches and 935 yards. He's poised for an even bigger season this year.
And quickly to the outside, that's caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Cowboys! CeeDee Lamb, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
Next to score, Patriots 10, Cowboys 7.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Off the play fake, Jones. Throw left side, got to be taken in by Harris. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
And the Patriots, first down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Jones throwing on first down. Complete. Hunter Henry with the grab. And he's got some space here. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big play there for the Patriots. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. Off play action. Joe, rush coming, and he's taken down. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. (10-7) our score after one, right here on EA Sports. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Mike 42, check, Mike 42.
Looking to throw. Jones. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And the Cowboys are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Now Prescott. A dump off to Elliott. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. On play action, Prescott sliding out of the pocket. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it's third down.
Here's Prescott. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Prescott looks to throw on first. He'll get this to Elliott. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
52 catches last year for Zeke, and he's had as many as 77 in a year. I think he's hoping to get a little more stability in his offensive line and, of course, at the quarterback position. And if that happens, all of his numbers will go up.
And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. On second down, Elliott once more. And a short gain down to about the 33. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Prescott from the gun on third. Flush to his right. He's got his receiver, Cooper. Touchdown! 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10.
14, Patriots 10.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
On second and very short, Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz.
Dalton Schultz had 1 catch in 16 games in 2019 before producing 63 catches in 2020. I don't think it's hyperbole to say that he exceeded everyone's expectations, including his own.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Dak swinging this out quickly to Lamb. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it, and the Pats are going to take over here up near the 40.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get. And it's just so strange to see that go up on the board. And then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Devin McCourty picks it off. And the Patriots are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
Jones now on 1st and 10. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Nelson Aguilar. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Patriots are an extra point away from going out in front. Now Folk for the extra point. It's up and good, and they take the lead by a point, 17-16. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. Meanwhile, Prescott's throw there caught by Gallup. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Prescott. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They'll throw again. Prescott. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Juwan Bentley. And the Pats will take over possession here up at the 44. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. This is caught inside the 15. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You can see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Folk connects on the extra point, and the lead is up to 8.
Our two teams making their final preparations for the second half. And as they do, we send it back out to Foxborough, where we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee you he's been selling this one. We can get it, Coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Here's Jones on first down. It's complete left side to Aguilar. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. Now a give, running left is Harris. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
And that's a run characteristic of Damian Harris. When he touches it, he gets not what's just blocked, but he gets a few more yards as well. He's been dinged up his first 2 years with the Patriots, only 10 starts a year ago. But you have to believe that this coaching staff thinks that he's capable of bigger and better things.
First down, and they go back to Harris. They find some open field here. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. His fourth rushing touchdown on the year, number 6 overall. And the Patriots add on to their lead. On for the extra point is Folk. And the lead is up to 15 now. Now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Rolling to his right. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Cowboys cut into that lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big...
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught inside the 10. And he's across for 2 points. Boy, a gutsy call right there, but the fake works. And they get the 2 instead of 1. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
The drive starts with a run by White. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Check girls, check girls. 55, come on, guys, 55. Pick me up. Here we go.
Back to throw. Jones. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. That one in the books as a 64-yard punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
Well, for an inside linebacker, I think you'd agree when I say that he is fast to the football, and he proved that thesis correct on that last play.
And you can just see that whole play developing. That's where, as a defender, you just lock in on your target and say, I'm not even thinking about breaking stride. I'm running straight for the belt buckle, because where it goes, that's where you find his body. And he was able to get in there and make a great play.
He'll find Lamb. That's complete.
And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. On 2nd down now. It's Elliott. He'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. Could be 4 down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd.
And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on third down. Even better decision.
The run by Elliott, a good one on first down as he's able to pick up about 6 there.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Prescott on first down. He'll buy some time right. Over the middle, complete. It's Elliott. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Off the play fake, Prescott. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
A 4-yard gain brings up second and goal. At the Patriots 6-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. 10th carry now for Elliott. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a third and goal.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. It's a keeper with Prescott, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10 coming up.
Brings up second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
42's the mic, boys. 42. 42's the mic. Pick it up. Pick it up. Pick it up. Hey, Mike's 42. Mike's 42.
Throwing Jones. And caught by Henry. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Now Jones. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. DeMarcus Lawrence able to record his 5th sack of the season. The Patriots send out their punter, standing just about on his own goal line. And taken right on the 30. Touchdown, Cowboys! It's a punt return score of 70 yards, and the Cowboys have broken the tie. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Cowboys 38, Patriots 31.
So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll try the right side with Harris. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 42-yard line.
From the gun, Jones. He's got it complete to Aguilar.
Oh, my
Touchdown! Nelson Aguilar, 58 yards. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Patriots are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
On 2nd and 12, Jones completes it to Aguilar. And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game. Looking to throw. Jones. He's got Smith here. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Jones. He's got Henry. A gain of 6 there on first. I don't know that those medium 5-ish yard gains are going to do it right now. Probably should have dropped it, right?
Yeah, that way you save more time on the clock. But I know receivers, they think they can catch it and break a tackle and turn it into a big gain.
Here's Jones. Connecting with Aguilar. And some room to work. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. To throw is Jones. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that's going to be caught. Touchdown. And they've broken our tie here in the final minute.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown. Late in the game, they look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
Extra point up and good by Folk, and they will take a 7-point lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense... And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. Now then after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. To throw, Prescott. On the move to his left. And he's going to get some of that yardage back. Still doesn't have a first down, but he does get out of bounds to stop the clock. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable third down. Now Dak. That's complete to Lamb. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he will have a first down as he's out of bounds to stop the clock with 17 seconds to play. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Now Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Here's Dak. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
2nd and 10.
Here's Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. He'll get this to Elliott. And he's going to get this inside the 30. But, Charles, a one-score game. Down to the end we went. They had one final play in that one-score game. We all knew what was coming. The Hail Mary, they just couldn't get it done.
Wasn't exactly complicated, was it? We all knew, as you said, and go long to see if we can find someone open. They didn't get it done. Someone's happy. Someone is not.
So for New England, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the New York Jets come to town. Meanwhile, for Dallas, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8.